Hello students. So today we are going to discuss the next category of chart, that is histograms. So histogram and bar charts are very much similar, but what happens in case of histograms, we are grouping a number into ranges. We are having data and we are dividing it in according to their frequency, that in which range how many data fall. Okay, so basically if you will look into this diagram, you will see that this is our bar graph and this is our histogram. So basically there are some gaps in between the two adjacent bars, but in case of histogram there is no gap. So histograms are generally used to describe distributions. Okay, we will have a set of data and we will see the their distributions using histogram, and name of the function which is used to create histogram is hist function, hist function bete. Okay, so we will discuss the histogram creation using our Python code. So here bete we are having our data. Now see, this is our data and using this data we are going to create our histogram. So let me tell you once again bete that histogram will tell you about the frequency distributions. Okay, so it will tell you that how many times first it will do what, first it will divide the equal interval, it will give you range, it will automatically give you a range of 10 bins, 10 intervals. If you want to change the number of default intervals, then you have to provide. By default 10 intervals will be given to you. So these are the data and these data will be distributed into the 10 intervals. Okay, let me show you the output. Here you see the outputs. How many intervals we are having beta? We are having 10 intervals. See, by default it will be 10. So 0 to 10 1, then 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90 and 90 to 100. Here you will have 10 intervals and this height will tell you the frequency of that range. Means in 10, between 0 to 10, how many values you are having, that will show you the height of this bar. And see here we don't have any gap, so that is the histogram. So here we are having these data and these data are reflected using this histogram. So I have used some attributes also, and what are those attributes? If you want to give some edge color, then you have to use the edge color attribute and it will be red. Then you may change the color of your bar, then for that attribute used is yellow. Okay, one thing I have written here but is save figure. Save figure means whatever figure, whatever plot you are drawing, that can be saved in your system also, and for that we are having one function. Name of the function is save fig. So the only thing is needed that you have to call the function save fig and then you have to give the name to your plot. So just see here, I have given here that save fig, and a E drive I have saved this picture in the form of PDF. Now let us see that whether in the E drive we are having this picture or not. Let us see whether in the E drive I am having the student.pdf file, and see here we are having the student.pdf file is saved. So if you want to save your plot also, that can be done using save fig function. But keep in mind bete, you have to use this code before calling the show function. If you will call it after show function, then your image that will be exported will remain blank. So before calling your show function, you have to save it in your folder. Okay, so that is the way to create our histogram. if you one more thing, if you want to change the number of bins, suppose I want to give here 25, then we will have 25 different intervals. Let us execute this one. Sorry. Let me execute this one more better. Now see here, we are having 25 different intervals. It was showing error because already I have imported student.ptf under my e drive. That's why I have changed the location. So here we will have number of bins, number of intervals will be 25, and in these ranges our data will be distributed. Okay, so this was about beta histogram. And if you want to change the type of your histogram, there are also different categories of histogram also beta. So if you want it to be like a stepwise histogram, so here you have to give the attribute his type is equal to step. You will have some output like this one. Okay, one more thing beta, there is one more concept, the frequency polygons. Frequency polygons means what? If you are having your histogram with you beta, then you can draw the frequency polygon manually also. Then what is to be needed? What you will do, suppose we are having this one as beta histogram, so you have to find out the midpoint of each intervals. Okay, so here midpoint is this one, here midpoint is this one, here midpoint is this one. So for each histogram bar, just find out the midpoints and just join all the midpoints. Whatever area you are getting is known as the frequency polygon. So just remember here with 2 points, that first data point connected to midpoint of previous interval or x-axis. So the this is the first bar of histogram, and you have to start the connecting line from the previous midpoint, and here again the last data point connected to midpoint of following interval on x-axis, and all the midpoints should be connected. Whatever the area you are getting is known as frequency polygon. Okay, so this were all about beta histogram. I hope you have understood this chart also. So if you are having still any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you for watching.